Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, which order pair is a solution of the inequality 8x minus 5y greater than or equals to negative 12? So let's see, what am I looking for? I'm looking for an order pair that will be the solution for my inequality. Okay, and this is my inequality right here. So what does it mean by solution? Well, it means that if I was to choose a certain point with, coordinates x and y, and I replace those values on my inequality, it should hold the statement true. So let's start with the first one. I'm going to write down my inequality just the way it is, with the symbol and everything. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to choose letter A, and I'm going to replace those values on my inequality. So the values that I'm going to choose for A are 0 and 4, where 0 is x and 4 is the y value. Next, I'm going to replace those values on the inequality. So x is 0, y is 4, and everything else stays the same. We're going to perform the operations just the way they are. 8 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20, but I have a negative in the front, so that will be minus 20. Greater than or equals to negative 12. Okay? 0 minus 20, it's negative 20. The symbol is greater than or equals to negative 12. So what I need to do next, I gotta decide whether that statement is true or not. Is it true that negative 20 is greater than or equals to the negative 12? If you're not sure about that, maybe what we can do is actually graph it. We're gonna make a very small number line here just to represent those numbers, which are negative 12 and negative 20. And this is the number right here. Is it true that negative 20 has a bigger or greater value than negative 12? And the answer is no, it's not. It's actually less than, right? Therefore, letter A cannot be my answer. Okay, so that's basically what it means by finding the solution. I want to find one point that when the order pair is replaced on the inequality, it makes the statement true. Let's move on to letter B. So I'm going to write down the next one. So I'm still going to use the same inequality. Same inequality. But now, instead of choosing the points for A, I'm going to go to point B, which is negative 4 and negative 2. I am going to replace my values for x and y on the inequality. So I am going to multiply 8 times negative 4, and I'm going to multiply 5 times negative 2. Everything else stays the same. 8 times negative 4 gives me a negative 32. And negative 5 times a negative 2 is a positive 10. And I am going to write the rest. Let's perform the operation. Negative 32 plus a 10 is actually a negative 22, greater than or equals to a negative 12. So the question is that true or false? And one of the problems that I always see is, Miss, I don't know how to compare negative numbers because it kind of looks weird that number, and I understand. So my advice is, what about if we actually do a small number line? So I'm going to write down the number line here, and let's place the values. So the negative 12 will be very close to the 0, and the negative 22 will be a little bit further away. What's greater, negative 22 or negative 12? Negative 12, right? Negative 22 is more to the left. So negative 22 is not greater. Negative 22 is actually less than. Very good. So can letter B be my answer? No, letter B cannot be my answer. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I'm still going to write down the same inequality. And I know what you're thinking, Miss, that's a lot of work. Yes, it is. But this is just for you guys to practice and see the lesson, okay? So my point that I'm going to choose now is 1 and -4, where 1 is x and -4 is y. I am going to replace x with a 1. I am going to replace y with a -4. Everything else stays the same. 8 times 1 is 8. -5 times a -4, it's positive 20. And everything, I bring it down. What's 8 plus 20? It's 28. And is that true? Is it true that positive 28 is greater than or equals to a -12? Hopefully this one you can see it as a yes right away, because a positive number will always be greater than a negative number. So that seems to me that that's the answer. Just to be on the safe side, we're going to work out letter D, okay? So this was letter C, okay? And I am going to do letter D right now. I am going to bring down my inequality, same inequality that I use for the other ones. And the point for D is 2 and 6, where 2 is x and 6 is y. I'm going to multiply 8 times 2, and the 6 becomes my y value. And let's write the rest. 8 times 2 is 16, and -5 times a 6 is a -30, greater than or equals to a -12. Let's perform the operation. 16 minus 30 is -14, greater than or equals to a -12. Let's do a number line just in case you're not sure whether that's true or not. If this is my number line where 0 is here, -12 will be to the left, but -14 will be more to the further left. So is it true that -14 is greater than a -12? And the answer would be no. -14 is actually less than -12 because it's more to the left. So letter D, I prove that it cannot be my answer. So what's the only answer that is possible for me? Letter C.